Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Sounds like popcorn.
I'm going to have another package coming pretty soon.
Oh, wow. Oh, awesomes.
Yeah.
Awesomes from Colonel's?
From Colonel's Gourmet Popcorn.
Colonel's. Oh, where are all my notes? Where are they? Nightbot, are you here? There should be a Colonel's thing. But hey, welcome everybody. This is Johnny Beane and Jay Hannon. It is 8:06 p.m. Eastern Time, 10/2, October 2nd, 2020. Here we are, and this is Talking Guitars and Music and
weather.
Popcorn.
And popcorn and weather.
And weather. Everything. Anything. Man, where is that? There should be.
You took notes for tonight's show?
Well, I mean, they're old notes, but they're still good.
We'll just do the exact same show we did last week. See if anybody notices.
That'd be great. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. I did a great show last night with Fender Guru and Simon Williams. And it was more like they took over, you know. It was like they jumped on, and it was like Andrew's show is what it was, and Fender Guru's show, and he kind of interviewed me, you know, asked questions about my musical adventures and whatever, and it was a lot of fun. The only thing is, Fender Guru is in New Zealand, so he's like. Tomorrow afternoon, for me.
He's from the future.
He's from the future, and then Simon Williams is like
in the past.
One guy is 8 hours ahead, the other guy is 8 hours ahead of him, or 12 hours or something. It was the time difference was weird.
Wow.
It was bizarre. And so we went live here at what would have been 1 o'clock in the morning your time. So
wait a second. No, that makes no sense. You guys went earlier. You guys were live earlier than that.
Oh, maybe we went an hour earlier. So it was like midnight. It would have been midnight your time.
Yeah, something like that. Because I was in the chat for a bit last night.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yep. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I felt bad because for Simon Williams, it was literally 5 a.m. Like he had just woken up and just jumped on, know.
Well, he just woken up. Oh, I thought he was like just about to go to bed 5 a.m.
No. So for him, it was morning. For Fender Guru, it was like middle of the afternoon. For me, it was 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
And then we stopped around midnight my time because I had to get up at 5:30 in the morning to let Ned in, And then I have this podcast, this workshop thing that that was due today at noon.
What's it due? It's due today.
Yeah, and so yeah. So I barely got any sleep last night, and I've been up all day, and it's 100 degrees out. The fires are still here. It's orange outside. It's crazy, But speaking of orange, look at that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But really quickly, hello everybody. We're live on Periscope, which is on Twitter. We're live on Facebook.
Are we?
Yeah. Certain shows are fine. And
In
yeah,
other words, the Friday show is fine.
yeah, and that's it.
Because Johnny and I can watch our P's and Q's if we really have to. Watch your P's and Q's, Buster.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, we're live. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube, of course. And we have executive producers here on YouTube, like Charles Green, Joe Christian, Thomas Santiago, Music Therapy Laz, Mike Neese. Thank you so much for your support, Mike. Michael Smith,
Captain
David Ennis. Thank you, David Ennis, and Steve Carmichael of the Carmichael Workshop. And they're all, of course, channel members here on YouTube. So if you'd like to become a channel member, become a sponsor of the channel, click the join button down below. It's a lot of fun. And your name will be in green. You'll have a nice, cool guitar avatar next to your name. You'll have bonus content. Like, actually, I'm thinking like tonight, like after we're done here, I'm going to go grab something to eat, come back, and jump on with channel members.
Oh.
So maybe for like the next, while I eat. If you want to watch me eat a hamburger, click the join button.
Not a cheeseburger, a hamburger?
Well, cheese. It would be cheeseburgers.
What kind of cheese? Just yellow American?
The yellow cheese. That's, yeah.
Any what do you put on your cheeseburger?
Well, the place where I'd be going is Five Guys. Hopefully they're still open.
Yeah. Order it now. Order it now.
I do have a cheeseburger sitting in the queue on my treat stream.
Should I do it too? Should we do a treat stream right now?
I mean, we could. I'd have to leave if I was lucky enough to get a cheeseburger. I'd have to go and meet the guy, down at my, the place, where I get my mail, because that's technically my the Johnny Beane TV official address. Google Johnny Beane TV and there's an address, and that's where I'd be picking up my cheeseburger. So hey, I don't know. Let us know in the chat if you guys want us to do that. I have the queue all set up. I just need to put the link in the. You just have to share the link. That's all you got to do. But either way, after the show tonight, let's say after like an hour or so, I'll jump on with channel members and just be live while I eat and shoot the crap and whatever. It's the extra content. It's one of the perks of basically supporting the channel is what you're doing.
Oh, so see, now you got me wanting a cheeseburger, dude. Son of a gun.
Did you have dinner already?
No, I haven't. And Jeannie made food, but we kind of ran out of time. We were doing stuff, and next thing you know, it's like crap. I got the show coming up.
Like, oh man, we have a show to do tonight. Oh man,
son of a. So yeah. Well, I can get Five Guys too. You want me to get Five Guys?
It's amazing, man. Five Guys burgers, man. I'll admit it. In-N-Out, In-N-Out is amazing, but Five Guys burger, I mean, they're different. For anybody that's had both, like I would say Music Therapy Laz, you probably know. I'm sure you've had both. Anybody from California, or maybe Texas, where they also have In-N-Out burgers, would know. The magicalness of In-N-Out. But
how I would describe an In-N-Out burger for people who haven't had it. It's a gourmet fast food burger. That's how I would describe it.
Yeah.
It's like the top of the best you can get as far as fast food burgers.
Yeah. And then Five Guys is right behind that.
Well, Five Guys is different. It's like a, different kind of thing. I wouldn't really call that like a fast food burger. You know what I mean? Because it's actually real meat.
Yeah, because look at this. We're just talking about food. Yeah, because it comes wrapped in tinfoil. So it kind of looks like a gourmet kind of kind of burger, you know.
Yep.
Man, I'm hungry.
I
I
know.
just had 2 bowls of cereal, like maybe like an hour ago, because I hadn't eaten all day long, and then I figured I would wait until I actually got something to eat after the show, you know, and stream it, you know, because. So
Man.
maybe we'll do that. But welcome, everybody. I'm glad everybody's here. And do you want me to do? I'll do. I'll do it tonight.
You
Let's
sure?
see.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
order my food in the meantime.
Let's see. Johnny Beane. Here we are on YouTube. I have to have like so many different windows open. Okay, we got. I'll do the participants. That makes it easy. Oh, look at that. We got 7/8, Brian Spalding, Chris Bevan, Cobra Kai Platoon, Frank Corcoran, Fruitcake Tony, Halface, Han 36 Solo, Hardwood Steaks, Janice Lala, Jimmy Ka, Kurt S 5150, Music Therapy Laz, Nightbot, R2R3, Locky Nut, R2R3.
Hey man.
Renus Pinkle 69, Sandra Picorni, Steve Carmichael, Thomas Santiago, Thunder Falcon, and Vista Light 1972.
What's going in?
So those are the people currently in the live chat right now. We got 57 watching. If you'd like shout out, say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're from. You can ask us questions. Whatever you want to know about guitars, about music, you know. Oh, that reminds me. We got to at least have some sort of serious discussion tonight, some sort of something for at least a few minutes that I can use and submit to this workshop thing.
Oh, okay.
That I'm doing. So I need at least 3 minutes of like a serious talk about anything. Well, most likely music, most likely, you know, musical. And then I have to work on it and send it in sometime this weekend, I guess.
Okay.
So
well, want to do that. Let's see. What kind of I'm looking at the treat stream thing now, man. Son of a gun.
Oh man. Yeah. What kind of well, I don't know. It's like you have to go with Grubhub, you know, because if you don't have a Jimmy John's and you don't want Papa John's, you know.
See, this is weird. This is so stupid. It's telling me I already created an account. I logged in through Twitch, right? Through my Twitch account.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's saying create an account for easy ordering. Now it's saying continue with Facebook or continue with Google. I already did Twitch. Like, why is it having me?
You have to log in twice. You're logging in to the service, and then you're logging into Grubhub. It's 2 different logins.
Oh God.
And then what you do is when you place an order on Grubhub, you go until the very last part, the checkout, and that's the part you add. There'll be a little extension. They'll say add a treat. You'll see a little extension, like a little box, like somewhere on the screen, and then you add that, whatever you got to the extension.
I'll ask Jeannie if she has a Grubhub account.
Yeah.
She might.
Oh, it's easy. I mean, I made one real quick. Hey, CHS Custom Guitars. Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey man, good to see you, dude.
Yeah, I saw Craig on Nez Says last night with a bunch of dudes talking about inspiration, guitar players, like how they got into it and all that stuff. It was pretty cool stuff. Adam from FU Tone was on there.
Awesome.
It was a cool show. I dug it.
Awesome.
Yeah, Papa John's does suck ass. It definitely does.
Papa John's. I heard a joke. I heard a Papa John's joke today, or I saw it on TikTok. Somebody called up. Oh, it's like they thought they were calling Papa John's, but they called Jimmy John's. So like, hey, hello, Jimmy John's. Hey, I'd like to order a pizza. Oh no, we have sandwiches. Or I just ruined it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it was kind of funny. It was the end. The punchline was, "Well, hey, can you put Papa on?" That's what that was. I don't know.
Papa.
Whatever.
That's
Sean
pretty.
Zimmerman, you're hungry? Everybody, do a treat stream, man.
Yeah. Definitely. I would just feel weird, like, especially during like the regular Friday show, like eating when it's just us two on camera. You know?
It's weird.
Yeah. I mean, on a Saturday night, it's fine, but at the same time, remember last week when I tried to do it, there was only 2 places open after midnight.
Because it's
And it was 2 like Asian joints, and I didn't want that type of food at that hour. I can't eat that stuff that late, man.
Saturday nights, it's too late to do that type of thing. But earlier, earlier in the day, like here, it's only 5:21. So it's still pretty early here. But yeah, definitely the treat stream thing would be an earlier day, like in the afternoon, or maybe like morning, maybe and I don't know, maybe Sunday. I kind of teased this a couple last couple shows. I'll be doing a stream over on Twitch this Sunday. Pretty much like an not all hour, like all day. I'll be on all day. I'll be on for 8 hours. So I think Mancuda said he would show up.
Well, then it's going to be going more than 8 hours. You better hope he shows up towards the beginning, because if he shows up towards the end, it's going to end up being 18 hours.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to build up my Twitch, and one of the things off the checklist is you got to stream for 8 hours.
When are you doing that?
Sunday.
Sunday. Maybe I'll jump in for a few with you if I'm not doing too much family stuff.
Cool. Yeah, it'll just be just casual, just whatever. It could just be me just sitting here.
It's casual.
But that means you got to create an account if you don't have one. But make sure to do that and add. Where is it? Right here, johnnybeaneTV on Twitch.
Dude, you could literally not pay for food ever again. If you think about it, right? If you think of those gamers that stream all day.
Yeah.
You could literally just go on for a little while, put the link, someone will buy you food. Then you'll be 500 pounds because all it is fast food. Oh, Johnny Beane. I put my order in the chat again.
I lost 15 pounds, since last March, and I'm still doing pretty good, and I don't eat fast food every day or anything, so it's not like whatever. But no, we have such an amazing audience, and
we do.
But the reason why I'm pushing my Twitch is because there's things that we could do over there that we can't do here. So, and it'd just be bonus. It'd be bonus, extra stuff.
We could play Slayer riffs on Twitch, right? I know.
Oh, yeah, we can play music. We can play music. You can almost do anything. Almost.
So I wonder why that is. I mean, I understand YouTube, it's more like commercial, I guess. But they really crack down a lot of stuff. And Twitch, you can go on there and basically play anything, and nobody gives a crap.
Sort of. But I mean, I don't know. And I'd actually like to get into the gaming as well. Once I get a new computer, whenever that is, because this thing I can barely do anything. Look how slow I am.
It's not normal.
No. No.
Everybody go down to the gear button on the YouTube and hit the 75% speed. If you want to hear Johnny stoned.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I would love to get into gaming as well, because I'm a gamer. I mean, you guys never seen me playing games on here, but for years I've played video games. I've I've played all kinds of stuff, and it was never live on a stream because Twitch didn't exist back in the day, like mostly when I played stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But I mean, once I get a new flame throwing, computer, um, which of course is mainly for music production and for doing this. Hey, if I can, you know, play a video game online and yeah,
I tried doing that streaming thing on Twitch a couple years ago, and dude, it's hard, man. Like, because they say that you can't just do it a couple times a week, like sporadically. Oh, I'll go on for a couple hours and stream.
right.
You have to literally like make it a job, and like from these hours, whether it be 6 hours a day, 8 hours a day, and you
Mhm.
have to play the popular games. I remember, I don't know if it was because right now I guess the biggest Twitch gamer or gamer streamer is that dude Ninja with the goofy haircut. And I don't know
Is
if it
he?
was him or somebody else was saying, like, one of the big streamers was saying, yeah, everybody thinks it's great, but you know how it is when you play a game after a while and you're bored of it and you don't want to play it anymore. Well, you have to play it. If you just want to, go play something else that nobody is really like, that's not trending or a popular game, you're going
Mhm.
to lose a lot of your audience because they want to see you play the popular games. And somebody was mentioning that game Fortnite, and they're like, I hate this game, but I have to play it to keep my audience. He's like, and the sponsors too. Think of that. These guys have sponsors. And all of a
Mhm.
sudden, if they're like, hey, I don't want to play Fortnite anymore, I want to play, Mario Brothers or something. I'm just throwing a game out there.
Yeah.
They'll lose probably a buttload of their audience, and then they won't be getting their sponsors. So it's it's cool, but at the same time, it's got to be agony for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, if a lot of these gamers, if that's all they do, then that's what they do. I mean, and it's whatever. But on Twitch, it's not just gaming anymore. There's a just chatting category, which basically is what we're sitting here doing right here. So
Yeah.
so we can do the exact same thing over there as what we're doing here. But we can take more chances of adding extra content that you can't really do on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah.
Because of copyright or
Copy wrong.
yeah. Yeah. But anyway, that's some hey Dana's here. Where's my
Hello there.
Hey, good to see you. Yeah, we were on Dana's show on the StreamYard Spotlight. Was it a week ago Friday? Or Thursday? Friday? Thursday. A week ago
Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah. Yeah. And I still have it as the featured video on the channel here. So if you haven't seen it, make sure you watch it. We had a great time.
It was fun. And you're right, man. That half hour went like it was, 29 minutes. No, it was like it was like 10 minutes. It felt like 10 minutes,
Uh-huh. Well, look at this. We're already 24 minutes into this.
Yeah.
And that's almost like the whole show,
Well, we've pretty much discussed everything, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
So
But hey,
Twitch, huh?
Dana, welcome. So good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, so Twitch. I mean, it's another thing, and it's it could be. I mean, it's way more popular as far as streaming. It's the most popular platform there is. I mean, and it's not just gaming either. So that's a lot of people don't understand. It's not just that. You can do a lot of different things over there. But anyway, this Sunday I'll be streaming over there for at least 8 hours. So make sure to add me, johnnybeaneTV, on Twitch.
Do you use StreamYards through that as well? Or is it a separate thing?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'll be doing. So it'll look just like this. It'll look exactly the same. There'll be no difference as far as the cameras and stuff.
Except we won't have to worry about playing Metallica riffs and getting in trouble. No, I'm joking.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's cool, and it's an idea. it's something else. So, uh, let's see. Let's see. The chat's really moving here.
It is. It really is. Boner Jams is here.
Hey man.
Had a great time Wednesday. Got some cool messages from people saying they wish the metal show, whatever it's going to be called, whatever. Maybe it's just the whatever Metal Wednesday, whatever's cool. But man, it seems like people are digging it. A couple people messaged and said they want it more than once a month. That's what she said. But for now, we're keeping it, monthly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless Brian wants to fire me already, then he can get somebody else.
I had a great time. I wasn't even there, and I had a great time. I was watching. I was here, and yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Well, I told you, dude. Like, those guys are super just down to earth, like normal dudes, man, that are in a kick-ass metal band. They're not these guys that, act like rock stars or anything. They don't act like anything special. They're just normal dudes. And I think that's why we get along so well. And when, especially like when we're doing the records and stuff, it's not like I'm dealing with guys that are, have their heads in the clouds type of thing. They're just, they're super down to earth.
That's the worst. That's I mean, especially if, this, let's say you're in a band and it's just terrible.
Yeah. Dealing with that rock star ego stuff isn't one of my favorites to say the least,
I'm just egos in general. They're not,
Well, I think there's different kind of like egos and ego trips, you know what I mean? Like, I think to be successful, especially like in music and stuff like that, you have to have some kind of ego that kind of gives you that fire and that confidence. But then there's the ego that you think like you're better than everybody and you like kind of look down upon people. That's the ego that I don't dig, But
yeah. Yeah. I mean, you kind of have to have some sort of an ego even just to do this, if that makes sense,
yeah, I can kind of see that.
Ego or confidence. I mean, if that's the same, is that the same thing? I don't know.
I think like it kind of goes back to what I was saying. I mean, I think there's different kind of egos, but once it hits that threshold of like, it's not how a band works,
Yeah, confidence. That's the word. Confidence. Yeah. You do have to have, a portion of that to do this type of thing. But I'll tell you, doing this type of thing builds your confidence and eventually, builds your ego.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, you said it before, dude. When you go back and watch like some of your older videos when you started kind of doing this, and the same thing with me. Like I used to get nervous as hell right before I still kind of do. I get the butterflies and stuff, but it's you definitely get used to, sitting here and I still try to look at the camera, even though it's hard for me to do. I'd rather look at somebody's face and talk to them, look them right in the eyes and talk to them. So that's why I kind of have the pop out video and I move it right under the camera as close as I can get.
Right. That's what I did years ago. My setup is I've got the main computer here. I used to have a laptop here. I still do, but it's not very good. I've got another computer here, which I used to use. I don't use it anymore. Thing is, when computers get older, they become you can't use them anymore. They slow down. Sometimes the software won't update.
Or so your program will stop work. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah. So I use this one here. And as far as looking into the camera, it's kind of like I can do that now. And it's probably kind of weird. Most of you guys have probably never seen me look in the camera like this. So I can do it, but I can't see the chat. And I can't see Jay. I think Jay's right there.
I'm not here.
You know. So you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Am I on the
Anyway,
camera right now?
no. Let me
Okay,
see.
good. Because I want to put chapstick. Oh,
Oh, there we go.
oh no, wait. Show everybody my new. Let's see if anybody can guess what that's from. Oh, it's so funny.
I don't even know. I've probably never seen that movie.
You probably haven't. You know who? Well, you know who the actor is because I mentioned it before we went live, and he was in the news today. That's a hint.
Yeah. Yeah, because I saw it on some trending on Twitter, and so, but I didn't look and see what it was about.
Cobra Kai Platoon. Look at that.
Oh,
Straight through.
I've seen. Okay, I've seen that.
What a great movie.
I've seen that one.
One of my favorites, man. One of my favorite movies of all time. There's certain movies, it's I think movies have a lot to do. You know how we always talk about how music has certain not just influence on your life, but it almost, I guess, helps with a little bit of like how your personality is and certain time, like you listen back to an album and you remember certain things of like, whether the album came out in the summer of 92 and you listen to it all the time. And when you put it on, it brings you back to that moment. And
music is filled with all those moments.
yeah,
Every time I hear a certain song, I hear a certain guitar solo, I see something. I see a place. I see an image of something like every time. And hey, Margaret likes your shirt.
oh, thank you, Margaret. I don't even have a Jackson. I got to get one. But no, I think movies have a lot to do, especially comedy movies when you're growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have a lot to do with how your sense of humor turns out. Because that movie came out in '83, I believe. And man, I remember watching that on VHS, like renting it. My brother would rent it and just watching it and thinking it was like the funniest thing. And then me and my brother kind of like, you know, reenacting certain scenes and calling each other hoser and take off and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It kind of like, I think when you're younger, that stuff has a big imprint on especially your sense of humor, I think,
Oh yeah, definitely. And yeah, I have seen that movie, but I saw it when I was a kid, so I really don't have any much memory of it. But I know I saw it. I was a fan. I was a fan of theirs, and I had the their record.
Yeah.
With Take Off or whatever the song was. The only Geddy Lee song I ever liked. Sorry. Not a big Rush fan. I mean,
what about the instrumental songs from Rush?
No.
Really?
Nah, it's just not. I don't know. Something
a little too. Hey, look what we can do.
Maybe just not my thing. Actually, somebody posted on Twitter. You probably see these because I think sometimes you respond to some of them. Somebody posts like different, like I think there was a tweet of, hey, which album do you like better? One was a Rush album, one was a Van Halen album.
Yes, and you said Van Halen.
I said Van Halen because Rush sucks.
Well, you didn't say Rush sucks, did you?
Didn't I? Or I said Van Halen's better.
Yes, I think you said that.
Van Halen's better.
Yes,
and I know somebody liked it. Somebody liked the my response to that.
It might have been me, just because it was kind of weird to see you say that. Like I had to like look at it twice. Johnny's saying this,
Wow, it's like 8 in the morning.
Van Halen's better than Rush.
Yeah.
Pushing the pushing his phone to type it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, man. Chad Wall, everybody.
Chad Wall.
Man. Yeah. Yeah. No, I've never been a big fan of Rush, but I liked the Takeoff song with his. He's good on that, And hey, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I've been in bands where drummers I had one drummer at one time that was huge into Neil Peart, really into him, and so we would cover what's that one song? That one.
Oh, Spirit of Radio.
Spirit of Radio. Yeah, yeah, we would cover that. So I learned that one. I used to play that. Anything other Rush, I was just never. I know all the radio songs. You know, all the ones that you hear on the radio. I know of them. I've heard them. You know, or whatever. But you know, it's just not. It wasn't my.
I think that they're one of those bands, kind of. You know, I wouldn't put them in the same musical category as Pink Floyd, but I was never a real huge Pink Floyd fan until I started listening to some of the deeper cuts, and I was like,
until I started dropping acid.
No, it's true. Like, you know, I think it gets to that point where you've heard the same, like, you know, 5 songs on the radio from one band over it, just then it's like, oh my God, all right, I get it. And then you know, you start digging into some of their other stuff that you know, 7 minutes long, 8 minutes long, and you know why it's not on the radio, because it's not like, it doesn't have the quintessential hook or something that grabs you. But you know, like the deep cuts on some of those bands, I think it's the same thing with Rush, man. Especially a lot of their earlier stuff. Like there's some stuff on there that's like, holy cow, good. You know, just like not written for the radio, obviously. And it's like, yeah, that's great stuff.
Yeah, that's the stuff that I would actually I would check out first. You know, like, and I'm not saying I hate Rush. You know, I don't hate anything, but it's just not. You know, it's just not. I wouldn't. You know, but
I get
like a deep cut. You know, Rush track that I've never heard before. You know, I would gladly, you know, check out. And I don't know. It's all about that thing about mood again, or mood, or about going back. Like when you said Pink Floyd, you just said Pink Floyd. I have a memory of sitting in a friend's apartment in 1990.
1990.
We're all smoking cigarettes. You know, we're all just smoking. The whole place is filled with smoke.
Hot box.
And they had a tiny little TV, and we were sitting there watching the Pink Floyd movie. You know, The Wall or whatever. Yeah. So when I think of Pink Floyd, I think of sitting in that apartment smoking cigarettes in 1990.
1990.
Every time. So see? Yeah.
It makes you, so when you hear that stuff, it makes you want to smoke, it makes you want to light one up.
I still get the urge to smoke when I play the guitar. You know, I quit the last time I smoked, the last time I quit was 2011, I think. Last cigarette I had was in 2011. But when I still play guitar, or even just get worked up, like now, like I'm feeling the urge to smoke now. You know, something about getting excited brings that urge back.
You just want something in your mouth. Oh, you know? Dude, you know, my father says this too. He quit smoking in 1987. Right? Just cold turkey, just quit. He tried everything before that, you know, the hypno, you know, getting hypnotized, you know, the patch, all that crap. He quit cold turkey, and he says to this day that if somebody lights one up near him or he walks through, so, you know, he still craves it. And I'm like, that was, you know, what, 33 years ago? And he still craves it. I mean, he hasn't had one since, but it's like, wow. You know,
Magic Jones. Hey, good to see you, dude. Hey, yeah, it never goes away. Never goes away. How many smokers do we have in the chat? How many non-smokers? How many who's ever seen a cigarette before? Actually, I saw a lady in a car today. She looked like she was actually lighting something up, but it wasn't a cigarette. You know.
I thought you were going to say you saw somebody alone in a car smoking a cigarette with a mask on. That's what I thought you were going to say, it, man.
Actually, I somebody recognized me today at the store, wearing a mask, and you know, I wear a mask and shades, you know, and
you're like full incognito.
Yeah. Like I walk into a bank like this, and it's like I would have gotten tackled back 8 months ago, but now it's the normal thing. It's weird.
Wait, I don't want to get too far into this stuff with the masks, but you're allowed to wear a mask into a bank
Yeah, with sunglasses. Yeah,
with
I walk in.
sunglasses?
I walk into a bank looking like a bank robber. Yeah.
Oh my God. Down here, at least in North Carolina, because that's our bank is right across the border, you can't wear sunglasses and you're not allowed to wear a mask either right now, which I understand. I mean,
Where's my mask? I left it in the car.
I'm going to get a Michael Myers mask and just wear that around.
I got my Johnny Beane mask, available.
Well, they recognize you because it says your name on the thing.
No. I don't. Well, no, I wasn't wearing this one. But imagine, imagine me going into a bank, like this.
Somebody recognized you?
Yeah, this is what I look like when I walk into when I walk into anywhere. This is what I look like.
Wait, you didn't have your Johnny Bean shirt on though, did you?
No. But anyway, somebody recognized me today looking like this. I was out at a store, and so I'm like, "Oh, they've said hi." See, now my glasses are fogging up. I can't see. That's the problem with doing this. But
well, much better without it.
Yeah.
That's too funny, man.
Oh man.
Hey, Dave was in here before. I didn't. Is Dave in here still? Hi, Dave, if you're here. The Chad said it must be the hat. That's why they recognized you.
I don't know.
Or the red pants.
I grew out of those pants a long time ago. The red pants. I got to get another pair of red pants. I had red ones, blue ones, green ones, all gone. Yeah. Papa Blue. Yeah, I saw somebody. I've seen people with masks with the bottom part of their face, so they still look the same, but kind of weird down here. Mm-hmm.
Man,
I've seen that. Yeah, Janice. Yeah, the thing about wearing the masks and the glasses fogging up, that's the worst. That's the worst. Yeah. No, Margaret, they weren't red 501s. They were red Lucky Strike.
Isn't that a cigarette?
That's a cigarette, but there's a clothing store, I think I want to say, called Lucky Strike or Lucky Strikes. And that's where I got those pants, those jeans.
What about remember the gum?
Lucky brand, maybe it was
or something. Remember those the pack of gum?
Yeah, with the horse.
Dude, it was like the best tasting gum for about 15 seconds. And then it was like just tasted like plastic after that. But that first 15 seconds was like, oh, this is the best gum in the world. And then quickly it's just
yeah. Or the gums that had the center, the liquid center.
Oh, Chewels or something?
Chewels.
Yes.
The good ones were the ones that were like root beer flavored. A&W root beer gum, Dr. Pepper gum with the liquid center. Yeah.
Oh, Jeannie said Lucky. What is it? Fruit Stripe. Oh, Fruit Stripe. Lucky Stripe. I don't know.
Fruit Stripe. Yeah. I don't chew gum anymore. I don't, because most of my teeth now are like fake because I've broken so many teeth over the years. But hey, going back to music, when I perform on stage, I would chew gum. And so the problem with that is a lot of people, if they're taking pictures of you, or if there's a photographer there that night, you end up with the weirdest looking faces because you're chewing that gum the entire time. Like really weird.
And I would think that if you're chewing gum while playing, wouldn't you chew gum like to the beat? You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't it just be like second nature to kind of like chew as you're? It's almost like singing.
Right.
For those of us, because I'm included, who find it, I can barely even talk while playing guitar. I have to literally talk on the beat or on the strums or whatever.
Hi, how are you?
Yes.
Like you're singing.
Yep. And I would almost feel it would be the same thing like chewing gum. I'll have to try that.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. I don't know. Who knows?
Because then you can do the whole like, my crap don't stink look when you're chewing gum on stage.
Yeah, you just end up with the weirdest faces in the pictures.
Mhm.
So I stopped doing that. I stopped chewing gum on stage. Um, but hey, I saw a question here. Oh,
These are
there you
what
go.
I'm talking about, dude. Jeannie just
Yeah,
sent me this.
yeah, the NW. Oh, there's 7 Up gum. Oh man.
I didn't have that one. 5 big chunks bubble gum. Ooh, cherry 7 Up. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, there's a question here. Scrolling back a little bit. Hardwood Steaks. Johnny Bean question. What is your favorite left hand only piano movement? Mine is Rondo alla Tursa from Mozart. What are your thoughts? Well, I can't play that many songs. I'm still a newbie when it comes to the piano, but I have put in a lot of time playing. And actually, if you go to my second channel, you'll see a bunch of streams of me live streaming playing the piano. You'll actually see a bunch.
You're not at that level yet where you're like the one hand up in the air behind you and the left and the one hand on the keyboard, just like rocking.
No.
You know?
No. There was my second channel over there in the chat. Scroll back, I don't know, a year, or before March, before everything broke out. But I would say you said left hand, right? Left. I would say, as far as what I can play, my favorite left hand movement, which is just octaves,
Is the bow
um, is the intro to Love Walks In. It's just octaves. I think I've played it like on a Saturday night show. There's certain, and it's a hell of a stretch. It's a hell of a stretch, and it's actually, it can be kind of painful. And you got to know what's very tricky with the left hand, especially playing octaves, and you got to hit the 2 notes at the exact same time. It's a very tricky. I'm sure it's easy for anybody that can actually play, but if you're just starting, it's kind of difficult. But it's very powerful too, because the low register of that song is very cool. And that's something I've said, especially after learning even just that Edward Van Halen as a piano player he's incredible. Everybody knows him because of the guitar and the guitar solos and Eruption, but his piano playing is a whole another level as well. And I would love to hear more piano, from him.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
it kind of stinks that like on A Different Kind of Truth there was no keyboards. No one wants to see you play keyboard.
There wasn't. Well, there was a synth in the background on Tattoo.
Oh yeah, I only listened to that song a handful of times, but and took it right off the playlist, right out of there.
What happened to me is it's not in, like, if I go to A Different Kind of Truth on my my iPod, is it? What happened was I bought Tattoo as a single. It was released as a single before the album came out, I want to say. So when you buy a single on iTunes, and then I bought the rest of the songs later when they came out, but I didn't rebuy Tattoo because I already had it, right? So on my iTunes, it's 2 separate folders. So if I go to listen to Different Kind of Truth, there's no Tattoo.
I'll say that's BS.
Does that make sense?
I know what you're talking about. I know what you mean, but that's BS. That should have been figured out on their end.
Well, it's because I bought it as a single rather than out from the album.
Oh, so you didn't pre-order, like pre-buy the album and then you get the single. You just bought the single. Did they have it? I wonder if they had an option back then to, like,
maybe.
I don't know. Who knows?
Like if you look, the single has its own artwork. You know?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I never hear that song again, I'll be happy. Dude, I still remember the first time, man, I was pumped. And then I remember thinking, like, when I saw the song title, before you heard the song, like, Van Halen's new single, Tattoo, is
Mhm.
gonna be, and I'm like, what? Tattoo? Oh no. And then as soon as it kicks in, I'm like, yep, all right. And I was bummed, man. I know we all love Van Halen here, but sometimes you just gotta call it how it is.
Oh,
And
I thought it was awesome because I already knew that music from when it was a demo called uh which one was it? I can't even think. Where's John Biel?
it's not the music, it's the vocals, like just the lyrical content alone in that song. You know, I just couldn't do it.
Down in Flames. It was a Van Halen used to play a song live on the first tour for a song that I guess should have been for Van Halen 2, but it never was, called Down in Flames. And the music to that ended up being the music for Tattoo.
Was it pretty much spot on throughout, or was it like different parts? Like,
It was pretty much the same. It was
wow.
pretty much the same. Was it Down in Flames? Yes. I can't remember.
Wow.
John Biel, where are you?
Yeah, come on, man.
You have a show to do tomorrow.
Yeah, there should be a rule like John Biel, if he's not here for at least a half hour on a Friday night, he can't come on Saturday. He's got to put in time, John.
It's his show. No, Van Halen. They had a couple songs that they would play on the first tour or in the clubs that never made it onto a record. Another one was called Bullet Head.
Mm-hmm.
That ended up being another song off Different Kind of Truth. I'm hearing the song in my head. The one that goes down, 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 down. Or maybe it was called Bullet Head.
It was called Bullet Head, but
Okay, well then they redid it. They redid it, but it had different lyrics. The lyrics weren't the same.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I would like to remix that album too.
Mm-hmm.
I think the kick drum needs to thump your chest. I think it's very flat and just kind of like almost like room mics picking it up. The bass guitar sounds amazing, but it literally is handling all the low end on that album. But the bass definitely, if Eddie gave his mix notes to the mix engineer, he definitely said, I want Wolfgang front and center. I want him, what would it be called? Not highlighted, featured. I want him featured on this record.
Mm-hmm.
And he definitely was.
Yeah. I thought it was a great record. Somebody asked me, was it Twitter? Was it on Twitter? Somewhere they asked me what my favorite song was off Different Kind of Truth, and I said You and Your Blues was my favorite one. I guess because musically, I'd never heard it before. Like it was totally brand new to that record. Whereas, like we were saying, Tattoo was another song from years ago. But that's the thing about the Different Kind of Truth. Some of those songs that were earlier demos or earlier live songs that were never released, you have to be a hardcore fan to know any of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You really do. The casual Van Halen fan, I'm sure when that came out, it was all totally brand new to them. But there were several tunes on there where the music was or that song Ripley, or what was it called on there? Blood and Fire. That was a demo, or not a demo. That was a song that was in the beginning of the Wildlife film. But unless you're a super nerd like me, and you know that movie, you've never heard that before.
Well, yeah, you're right, because I do consider myself, like Van Halen is, my favorite band of all time. But you know, the first time I heard A Different Kind of Truth, like there might have been a couple parts where stuff sounded familiar, but I never really went back. And I mean, I had what was the old bootleg of all the old demos and stuff. Like my brother bought it for me years ago for like, you know, a birthday or something.
Yeah, there was a Warner Brothers one. There was a Gene Simmons one. There was two different.
Eddie on the cover, just like
Demo Days.
Demo Days. That's the one. Yeah, I had that. But like, I must have probably only listened to it maybe once.
Do I have that here? Chad, did you send me that one? I might have that one. I still have all those CDs sitting here on the table. Ugh, like tons. Let me see if I have that one here. This one's cool. Tora. It's a is it 80? 1980 May 1980 soundboard. This one's cool. This was the one I was listening to that one day when that thing came rolling out of nowhere on the freeway, and I almost remember my tire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was listening to this when that happened.
You ever see those videos of like those tires coming flying off like a freeway or something, and either hitting somebody, or there was one I saw. They're like on the side of the street, and the one guy's sitting in like a lawn chair, and he has a broken leg, and he's got his leg up, and all of a sudden this tire looks like it's going 100 miles an hour and just takes the chair out from under him and just blasts him.
Oh,
and I'm
man.
like, holy crap.
That's horrible.
Okay. Jay, dude, you need to move that JS out of frame. Oh, you keep thinking about getting one. It keeps reminding me. Dude, I can't recommend one of these enough. They're great. I've been playing the poop out of it, man.
Been rocking it out?
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, it's literally just an amazing sounding and playing guitar. So if you're having any thoughts about one, get one and try it. If you don't like it, you can send it back, right?
That's cool.
Like I've done numerous times, as we all know. Not often you get a nickname when you're in your 40s. A new nickname in your 40s.
Man, yeah, I don't think I've ever done that. I don't know. I mean, I can fix my own stuff.
Shouldn't have to fix something that's brand new, my friend.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. I've never had a brand new guitar. No, the only brand new.
You're full of it, dude. Your Ernie Ball, your EVH, that was
the Ernie Ball. The Ernie Ball. The Ernie Ball guitar is the only guitar I ever got totally brand new. I'm first owner. Every other guitar that I have I'm not the original owner of.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Someone buy Johnny a brand new guitar right now. Screw Treat Stream. Let's go to Guitar Stream. Imagine that, man. Imagine somebody just, oh crap.
Yeah. And Paul's not here. Michael on Facebook is saying, ask Paul if he has the new AC/DC CD.
You ask Paul.
We can ask him tomorrow. I think we'll see him tomorrow.
That's right. Yeah, either come on the Late Show tomorrow night or just message him on Facebook. He's cool.
Yeah.
Thunder Falcon says he sent many Gibsons back. Well, you know what, though? I think, instruments that were made years ago maybe had a little better quality control. I don't know.
It depends. Wait, what else? My first guitar was brand new. My Fender Squire Bullet, or whatever that is. You're welcome, Michael. That was brand new. Yeah. So that, and then the Music Man was brand new.
That's it. None of those. You can't think of any other guitar that you own right now. or that you have owned that was brand new?
Nope, never.
Wow.
Always used, always, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not, it's for me it's not like if I get a guitar, if it has scrapes or dents on it, it's just like, oh, that's how it is. I mean, it's
Well, let's get to this next thing then. Nowadays it's a lot different, with ordering guitars online that you don't play. I mean, I think that's the big issue with me is like, we've talked about it before. You go into a music store, you play the guitar right there. If you get home with it and you don't like it, I mean, it's kind of your fault. Like you played it in the store, like I understand maybe you get home and you're like, man, these pickups suck, but you can swap out pickups. But if you get home and you're like, I mean, obviously that happens. You kind of fall out of love with stuff. But I mean, nowadays, you got companies sending you guitars, literally how the factory sent them to them. And sometimes it's a crapshoot, you might get something like I literally took, when I got the JS, I've never played a Satch guitar before. I didn't think I would like it because it's not the typical flat neck or flat fretboard like a normal Ibanez. It has a, more of a, I guess, Strat-ish style or shaped neck. And, I didn't think, part of me was like, I'm not going to like this. And then I got it. And the second I put the neck in my hand, I was like, oh shit, what do I do now? Like this feels outstanding. Yeah. and now I want another one, or another 5. I'll keep sending them back until I get the right one.
a couple few. Yeah. Yeah. Any I've bought a lot of guitars or guitar parts off, let's say, eBay. I've slapped a lot of guitars together, mainly Kramers. Back in let's see, 2003, when Howie was a puppy. We got Howie when he was 6 months old in 2003. So when he was a puppy, I have memories of ordering guitar necks and bodies and pickups and whatever off eBay, mostly Kramers, mostly. And I had a little shop, or I had a workbench. This is when we lived in Crockett, California, and which is like an industrial area. It was cool. I loved living there. I lived right next door to a little convenience shop, little store. So I would just walk over there like at midnight, like right before midnight. Huh?
Just keep going in and getting Slim Jims and a Mountain Dew.
Well, more like Coors, and I didn't smoke then. Yeah, I had quit smoking by then at another time. But I started again. I've quit smoking like every several years. Every 5 to 8 years is when I smoke.
Well, don't do it again.
No, I'm not. I'm done. Actually, I was at the store today and I saw somebody buying cigarettes and I was like,
Can I just smell the pack, please?
But yeah, I had a little workstation, and so I have memories of slapping guitars together, and mostly Kramers. I know I keep saying that. But and then I would play them and play, use them for shows. But I've said this before. There's at least, a couple Kramers that, hey, Cameron, there you are.
Oh yeah, I was going to mention him, but I didn't know if you wanted me to talk about that. He quit smoking, I think 2 days ago or yesterday morning, or maybe it was a couple days ago, a few days ago, and hopefully he sticks with it.
Yeah, Cameron, I'll give you some great advice that my good friend Phil Hendry. If any of you guys know who Phil Hendry is, radio legend. He was the voice of the computer in Team America.
Really?
What was his name? Yeah.
America.
Yeah. He was the voice intelligence. He was the voice of intelligence in the Team America film. I was chatting with him last night. Phil Hendry. He gave me this great advice years ago. when he quit smoking. He actually sent him to the hospital. He had double pneumonia, and so he was forced to quit. But I remember him saying, you can always do it later. So I've always
you can always quit smoking later.
No, like let's say you quit, you can always smoke just later on. Like whatever bad habits you have or whatever, if you want to quit something, just do it and think, oh, I can always do that some other time. That's kind of what I did when I first quit. I want to say in 1997. I smoked from 89. So if you guys can guess my age now, I smoked from 1989 to 1997 the first time around. And then I quit. And then that's when I moved in with Desmond Child. He didn't like smoking. Although my roommate did smoke, but he always smoked outside.
But never mind.
So I didn't smoke at all through any of that. I started smoking again in 2002. And then I quit right after that. And then I started smoking again in 2008 on tour with the Mayfire. I remember smoking. And then I quit in 2011. I haven't touched one since. Just don't get hooked on the nicotine gum, man, because that's that's something else I had to quit too. That's something else. Margaret says I'm 49. Little lower, or is it higher?
49 and a half.
One of them. I'm either 48 or 50.
Even if you are 48, you must eat a lot of peanut butter. That's the fountain of youth, man. Peanut butter and not having kids. Because I feel like I've aged like 10 years in the past 3 years. Just not having as much, I used to sleep for like 10 to 12 hours a night, man, and like just not think anything of it. I can't do that anymore. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, Cameron, good luck to you, and you can do it, man. You can do it. But like I said, you can do it later. Smoke later on, but the thing is, the older you get, you start your thinking starts to change, and it's like, now I don't want to smoke. Even I could, but I don't want to, even though the urge is there.
Well, how much is a pack of cigarettes in California anyway? Isn't it like $177 for a?
It's like $10 a pack.
Oh my God!
When I first started smoking, it was under $2. It was $1.25 when I first.
Jesus, $1.25 I'd smoke for. That sounds like a good idea. It's funny though, when people come down to South Carolina to like visit us on vacation and stuff, the few friends that we have that like actually smoke, dude, before they go home, they buy cartons.
Yeah.
And then, bring them home, and just so they have like, cheap cigarettes for months on end, I guess.
Cartons of cigarettes, fireworks.
Yeah, fireworks too.
Cases of White Claw.
What?
Right? Isn't that it?
Is it only in South Carolina? White Claw.
Oh, look, everybody's saying how much cigarettes are where they are now.
Geez, $13 in Chicago. Oh my God.
$13 a pack.
What? That's because everybody's, watching the Bears all the time. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's very expensive to smoke nowadays. And so why even? You might as well just be rolling up those dollar bills and smoking those, because just roll, make what you do. Yeah, you make a cigarette out of a $10 bill. Put the tobacco in the $10 bill, smoke that, and that's your entire pack.
Man, I remember telling somebody, and I it's easy for me to say this because I've never been addicted. I was telling Cameron last night that I tried smoking one time. I inhaled, and I was just like, why would anybody ever do this? It was like the worst like 5 seconds of my life.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was terrible. But like once you start thinking, like you add up those packs and you're like, you figure it out monthly. Like I could buy a Mercedes-Benz with these, with how much I'm spending on this stuff every month. You start looking at it like that. You're like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
or a new guitar.
Yeah. 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 But of course, smoking, I think people have realized it's not really good for you,
Really?
So that's what I heard one day. I heard about that one time
Who
where
told me?
it's kind of not good for you. Oh, what I was going to say though, yeah, the older you get, you really start to think about your health a little differently than you did uh, earlier on in life, and it's like now, it's like, why would I smoke? I feel so much better running. You know, I sound like a little kid now. Riding my bike. I just got a bike. So
I saw it,
I
dude.
have a bike now.
I saw
Yeah.
that video and I giggled a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you.
I rollerblade. You know, I have a great time running and jumping and doing all that stuff. And I remember uh, uh, when I smoked, walking up a flight of stairs and just being like, it was horrible. You know, and I was still in my 20s.
Well, if you play guitar all the time, you don't really need to, you know. Think of
Yeah.
when you watch like Live on a Net, man. I think of this sometimes when I watch it. Like Eddie is like that cigarette might as well be like in his mouth the whole time. He might as well do, and he's basically doing like a 2 hour cardio workout,
Yeah.
and smoking cigarettes at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I hate to say it, but Live Without a Net was a total inspiration for me, not just musically and the guitar, to smoke as well. I started smoking because of Eddie Van Halen.
He looked cool smoking, man. Him and
You know?
John McClane, Bruce Willis from Die Hard. You watch that movie, you want to light one up.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, when we used to do when I used to do rehearsals back when I smoked over at Soundwave in Oakland, um, I've got so much footage of these rehearsals with me and I used to have this huge camcorder that I used to film like everything back in the day, and I still have the tapes,
The big
all this stuff. Yeah. Well, not that big, but like this,
big enough. Like
you know.
it's serviceable.
And I would have it sitting on top of my 5150, and I'm talking 1996, 97. And I would have an ashtray and a lit cigarette on top of my amp as well. So I have a lot of footage of rehearsals of me rehearsing, playing with drummers, playing with their bands, and the cigarette smoke in front of the lens. It kind of added an effect as well, But I
And
would smoke. I would smoke half a pack at a rehearsal.
so when
You
you
know.
if you put that footage on like what's it called, time lapse or something, you would
Yeah.
just constantly see like every like 15 seconds on the time lapse, you running over to the amp to get a quick puff, right?
I'll have to upload some of that.
I don't know if I want to see you smoking. I can't picture you smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, you've never. Yeah.
Because you know what happens, right? If you keep that beard, once you start growing gray, then it goes yellow in your
Oh,
mustache.
oh,
I know you've
gross.
seen it before, man. You've seen people that they're older, they
Oh.
got the gray beard or whatever, and they still smoke cigarettes, and it's all yellow right here. Their hair turns yellow.
I was at Starbucks today, and actually, there was an older guy riding a bike. I passed him in the parking lot, and he was in front of me at Starbucks. And there you go, Starbucks. And he was really rude to the what do you call them, baristas?
Yeah, whatever.
He was really rude to them, really rude, and I couldn't believe it. I felt terrible. Like when it was my turn to pick up my drink, I made sure to say to the girl, I'm like, "Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much for making that." Because the guy left. The guy was like, he's like, "I've been around a long time. I know better." Blah blah blah. He's muttering that as he's walking past me.
Do you have any idea what he was pissed about?
He was just mad. I don't know.
What if he had a reason?
Well, he looked like he was in his 70s and he was riding a bike around.
Oh,
So maybe that's. I don't
hold
know.
on. A chapstick break. Bob McKenzie's coming out.
Hey, uh, man. Anyway,
Yeah.
I felt really bad, so I made sure to say to her, "Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you."
I always, if you see stuff like that, I always, what was his problem? You ask the, kind
Yeah,
of like to lighten the mood a little bit, so they're not still like on edge, because how it is. Like, those people don't deserve to be, even talked to like that. And you don't, let alone, kind of yelled at. You don't do that type of stuff.
yeah. Although these days you do have to kind of yell to people because everybody's behind glass now. Out here,
Yeah, that's
everywhere
not
you go.
at them. That's, yelling so they can hear you.
Yeah, yeah. But everywhere you go, there's a shield. You know, everywhere, every store, everything. I don't know if you have Trader Joe's out there, but I was at Trader Joe's the other day to get my cheese balls. I don't know if you saw that video. Um, Trader Joe's has these macaroni and cheese. They're called macaroni and cheese bites.
Mm-hmm.
They're little balls filled with macaroni and cheese with a breaded outer whatever.
Oh my God.
Dude, yeah, they're really good. I made some. I think it was yesterday. I did a quick live stream on the second channel. But why am I saying this? Oh, at Trader Joe's, when you go to the register, they make you stand way back. They take your cart. They don't. You can't even go up to the register until you actually pay. You stand far away.
So far away.
That's how it is here. You know.
Boner Jams asked Cameron Brown, "You have a new guitar?" Yeah, actually, Cameron was supposed to join us for a few minutes tonight to show off his new axe, but we'll have to do it maybe next week or the week after, which is fine. I mean, Cameron's what, 5 hours or something ahead of us, so it's super late over there.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron, can I show a picture of it? It's on the internet. Why not, right?
Mm-hmm. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So you can show that. I'll leave my camera on. Turn my microphone off so you don't hear the toilet flushing.
Let's see. Photos. Would it be in photos, or is it going to be in posts? Posts. Crap. Might be in post. I'm not seeing it. Cameron, can you message me? Ooh, talk about orange guitars. Look at this one. Oh, I dig that. That's cool with the white binding. Of course, it's going to focus on the Johnny Beane logo up there. Hold on, let me fix that. All right, try that. That's not Cameron's. It's just one of the guitars that Sir posted. Look at that, man. Killer, as the captain Michael Smith would say. This is right up my alley with the Floyd on it, or the Godot Floyd. Beautiful. Look at that. Boner James wants to know why I'm rocking a Jackson shirt. Because somebody sent it to me, and it's awesome. So why not? Pretty cool finishes on these guitars.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That blue and purple, man, or blue and pink. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow, awesome, man.
Thunder Falcon says, what guitar is that? If you go to Sir's Facebook or Instagram page or whatever, you just scroll through their their posts or their pictures. They're all there, And they got some beautiful stuff. Absolutely
Nice.
gorgeous.
Very
And they do
cool.
stuff like this too.
Oh, look out.
Yep. Look out, eh?
Take off.
The Great White North.
Hey, Bozik. Bozik, good to see you, dude. You want to see what I drug out? You want to see what I have?
Yeah.
Let's see if anybody in the chat knows what one of these things is. It's right here.
It's right here.
You ever seen one of these?
Oh my God. Yeah. Strum a chord on that thing if it's in tune. Oh, perfect. Perfect. What kind of the color on that neck is actually really, really nice.
Huh?
The color of that fretboard.
Of the neck?
Yeah, that's really nice. Really cool looking. It's probably just dust, right?
Oh yeah, this thing's covered in dust. Look at that.
Mm.
Right there. Look at all that dust. Yeah, I had this thing up in the loft. There you go. You guys got it. Yeah, dobro, resonator. It's not really it's kind of busted. It's missing a screw here. So it's missing some of the oh, I can talk into it. I don't know if you can hear.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you test 1 2. Where's the pick? I love this stuff, man. Oh, whoops. I love freaking. Let me at least get it kind of in tune. I think it's tuned down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. These strings are super.
Oh, I bet. My
When's the
mama
last
done
time?
told me. My mama done told me.
I want to say the last time I changed these strings, it's been at least. I got this around the time we got Howie. So these strings are probably original to. These strings have probably been on here 17 years.
Oh my God. Where's the where is it? Oh, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want the fart alarm. I wanted the that's what I wanted. These strings are 20 years old.
Oh, yeah, I better not bend too much. I don't want to slice my finger open.
We're gonna tetanus shot.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, yeah. I when I was packing up, because when we almost had to split town because of the fires, I had to put another guitar into the gig bag that this was in. So that's why this is sitting out here. Oh crap. But anyway, I love these. I love resonators. I mean, it's got a certain sound to it. And it's just I don't know. I mean, it's different. Like I always say, I love being different. You know, it's like, hey, like you're always talking, what guitar, desert island guitar or whatever. You know, I've always said, well, hey, an acoustic because there's no electricity.
What?
You know,
plug into a coconut.
Yeah, you're gonna have hamsters on a in hamster wheels doing the power for your amp. No, I would play something like this. You know, but it has that sound. You can't get the sound.
Yeah.
Sounds like a trash can lid.
So that screw that's missing, what is that? What would the screw do? Does it just keep it anchored, that whole thing to the body or something?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know where it is. I'd have to get a new one.
How did it come out? That's what I want to know.
Who knows? I don't know.
Man. There you go. But check this out. I found on Cameron's Instagram page is a picture of his new S. Was it a S? Classic Antique. What is it? Doesn't have the model, but it's, I guess, the something S, or the Classic S, I believe it's called.
Like a Strat.
Yep. Obviously. And it's relict. which is cool. Oh, well,
Oh, careful.
no, that's Cameron's page. Fred. Let me go. Yeah, be careful. Don't show that.
Look out.
Look out. Let me, pretty neat.
Nice.
Yep. So he was supposed to come on tonight and kind of show it off, maybe play a few licks, but he'll come on soon. And if you don't follow him on Instagram, follow him. Great dude, great guitarist. That definitely sounds cool.
This guitar I can't throw around.
No, because another screw might fall out of it.
It'll fly through the window.
Man. So what do you got going on this weekend besides the big show tomorrow at midnight? Oh, the Chad's leaving. Good night. Good night, Chad.
Good night, Chad. Chad, you got to join us again, man. Real soon.
Yeah.
Real soon, man. What am I doing tomorrow? I got to get up at 5:30 to let Ned in.
But then you can go back to sleep, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not really, you're not really getting up. You're just kind of like sleepwalking to the door.
Yeah. Well, I let him in, and then I can pass out again for a little while, and then I have to let the chickens out. I have to make sure they have water, make sure they have food. See, I had to be somewhere, meaning Zoom. I had to be on a Zoom call at noon today, and I had something due. So I was sitting here at like 8 in the morning. I worked from 8 to 11:30 on this podcast thing. Which again, I actually have to I think we got some good stuff tonight. I can take a few minutes of something.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
something earlier.
We had some good stuff, I think, right? Maybe for a minute or two.
Maybe. Although it might have to be kind of formal. That's the thing. So what chat?
Should I get a button-up shirt?
Well, it's not gonna be video, it's just audio.
Oh, okay.
Somebody in the chat, ask us a really good question about music, about any kind of music production, whatever it is. Well, I'm gonna act like I'm starting the podcast. I'll introduce Jay.
And do that. I'm gonna go use the bathroom for a second then. While you introduce me. I'll bring the microphone with me like in Naked Gun.
That's the best. That's awesome. So yeah, in the chat, somebody please ask us some sort of good question about music or music production or some sort of something. And then I'll introduce Jay. Jay will be my guest. And then we'll talk for a couple minutes, and then I'll use that for the audio for the podcast that I have to email for this workshop that I'm doing. I'm in like all these classes and workshops and stuff like during the day. So I'm not always sitting here, but I'm other places sitting here like live, like in a Zoom call with like 100 other people type of stuff. You know. What else? Let's make some announcements real quick. Let's see. Make sure to check out Tessie Switch. Where's mine at? Oh, mine's in the Guitar More. Check out Tessie Switch. You guys all know him. You all love him. And if you order from Tessie Switch, use code JohnnyBeaneTV and at checkout.
But try Johnny Beane 90 and see if it works. You get 90% off.
So yeah, check out Tessie Switch. We love them. Okay, here's some questions. Look at this. This is what we should be doing all along. I'm just gonna pick Johnny Bean. What are your thoughts about music therapy? Oh, music therapy. Just happened to ask that. Are you asking what I think about you, or actually about? Wait a minute. The chat's moving now. What are your thoughts about music therapy and how being a YouTuber and bringing music and discussions about music helping people out there deal with the stress of Rona? That's back in the news today, huh? My whole feed on Facebook was nothing but that. Let's see. Okay, we'll talk about Halface. Is it okay to mix using headphones? That's a good one. We can talk about that for a couple minutes. Okay, so we're gonna start it like this is a podcast. So we're at 131, say 131.10, let's say. All right. So this will be just audio. I'm gonna take this out.
Okay. Can I talk about a company's product if we're going to be talking about mixing with headphones?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah. Oh, this is private. Nobody's gonna. This isn't gonna be public.
Oh, okay.
This will be a private thing that I'm sending to people. Okay. Where are we now? 131.40. I should probably write that down. Hey everybody, this is Johnny Beane. Welcome to my podcast. Today I'm joined by my good friend Jay Hannon.
Hello there.
Hi Jay, how are you doing?
Hi Johnny. Good to see you.
Well, it's a podcast, so great to hear you.
Great to hear you.
Man. Well, hey, we're live right now, and there's a good question in the chat. It's where to go? Halface in the chat is asking, is it okay to mix, meaning mix music using headphones? Now, Jay and I, quick background, Jay Hannon and I have done a lot of music production over the years, a lot of recording, a lot of mixing, and let's see. Like Jay, what do you think about mixing music with headphones?
I'll use headphones to mix to like check certain things. You know, the low end obviously be a little like if you're in an untreated room like I am, you know, I have the foam on the walls and stuff that kind of help with the reflections, but I'm not in a room that's made for mixing. So you're never really get the honest truth, no matter what kind of monitors you're using, no matter what it is, you know, you're not hearing the true, you know, especially like with the low end. So from time to time, I'll mute the monitors and I'll throw, you know, the headphones on. I got a pair of Sennheiser HD 650s, which are phenomenal. Great low end response in these. You can, and you know, a lot of times it's great as well. You know, using a, oh my goodness, now I can't think of it. A reference track. You know,
it's
and
okay because this will be edited, so it's okay.
Okay,
that's part of the thing I'm doing.
We use a reference track where it's like, okay, you have a certain track where you know that bass or the low end sounds nice and tight, you know, has a good, you know, hum to it. And you kind of go back and forth and, you know, you throw the headphones on from time to time to listen and kind of like, okay, that's not too overpowering, or it needs, you know, you just listening in different environments in general is a great thing. And I know a lot of companies like Waves, they have a plug-in with, is like a headphone, you know, you put headphones on and it emulates certain rooms and certain monitors. And Slate Digital just came out with the same type of thing. It's called VSX, and it's its own proprietary headphones. And then you use the plug-in, and basically it emulates the room, certain rooms or certain cars, certain.
No way!
Yeah, dude,
that sounds like you'd get dizzy real quick.
Well, it doesn't. I don't think it moves around with you, you know. But I mean, we've all been there where you mix a song and you're like, my God, this sounds amazing. And then you know, bounce it down to a disc or something and you go in your car and you're like, wow, this sounds like crap.
Well, see, that's for me, that's always the test.
The car test
is the car.
Yep.
you mix on your monitors. Um, but it depends. Like it depends on the room. Like I've done songs where all I used was headphones.
Mhm.
The entire mix was all done totally with headphones, and then I'd be burning CDs, going out to the car, test it, drive around the block or whatever, take your mind off. When you're driving, you take your mind off, the
The
what you're
road.
listening, yeah, you take your mind off what you're listening to. So you kind of don't pay you've been paying super attention to it, the past couple hours mixing it. You get in the car, you drive, you get your mind off it, but you still hear it,
Mhm.
you know? Um, but yeah, the car test, the car speakers, that's always for me, if it sounds dependent on the car, I've had several cars, you know, depending on the system in the car, if it sounds amazing there, then it's pretty much
Yeah.
pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, because I mean, unless you replace your car stereo audio system, or you buy a car that has like a top end stereo in it, you know, if it sounds good on those crummy car speakers, it's most likely going to translate onto a lot of different things. And I think the issue with mixing with headphones can sit like just alone on headphones is the stereo field. You're like anything that's in the left channel is completely in your left ear. So you don't, sometimes I'll switch back and forth to mono as well. And mono is great for balancing. Like if everything is thrown right up the gut, you can kind of tell what instruments or what frequencies are kind of fighting with each other for space.
Hmm.
But it's also a very humbling thing too, because you'll get far into a mix. I'll put it in mono, and I'll be like, oh man, I got a lot to fix because there's certain things that are, the snare drum isn't cutting through all of a sudden. Like if you got the guitars hard pan, which is what I usually do for metal, you hard pan the guitars left and right. I mean, once you throw those things right up the gut, the snare drum can sometimes go bye-bye, you know?
Yeah, stuff disappears.
Yeah, stuff disappears. And it just sounds like a big mess. And you realize like, man, I suck. I suck at this. But no, you know, it's definitely a good tool to have to kind of go back and forth every once in a while, just to check and that type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to totally mix on headphones like I used to do because it'd be like midnight, 2 in the morning.
And your
And
ears are already you know, fried.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But no, using headphones is it's great for referencing. A lot of times you call you like reference headset.
Mhm.
If your main thing is the monitors, which it should be, you know. But when you switch in between the two, like let's say you get it sounding great, you can't see. I've got two monitors on both sides.
Yeah,
You guys
so
have never seen. Yeah, yeah. If I'm sitting here mixing and it's coming through and it's like, oh, this sounds amazing, sounds great. You switch to the headphones, and all of a sudden it's very very tiny. The mix is very small. So you kind of tweak within the headphone. You'll move something around a little bit, put this here. Oh, that affects, the reverb over here, the EQ, put it back over here. You get a much bigger sound on the monitors, of course, but going in between the two is the best.
yeah.
It's the best thing to do. And then listening to it in the car, where if it sounds great in the car, you're pretty much done.
Yeah, and the phone, especially nowadays, a lot of people listen to music just from their phone speakers. Um, and I mean, it is what it is, and people are going to do it. The ear pods or whatever the hell they are, the
Hmm.
earbuds and the
Hmm.
laptops. Like the laptop speaker. That's the tricky thing is getting the low end of the bass guitar. Not even the low end, but the low end, just the bass to come through to hear the bass on
Hmm.
on laptop speakers and computer or just speakers in general, like something small. That's tricky stuff, man. And there's certain plugins. There's RBass. Is it RBass or because I use it literally anytime I have a bass track, a bass guitar
Hmm.
track.
Hmm.
Right? Yeah, it's called Renaissance bass, so it's RBass, and it just it helps with compressing the low end and bringing it out, especially on smaller speakers. It helps to kind of just hear the low end, not just feel it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, then we
Yeah.
could go on about this for another, 10 hours. I mean, it's another trick is, and I know it's hard when Johnny, I know you know this, when you're mixing music that you really like, and we all know that rock and roll and metal, it sounds better loud, and especially when you're mixing a song that you really like, you crank it up, and to be honest, it's better to mix at a lower volume, because once you start cranking things up, everything sounds good,
What you want to do is you want to mix at a lower volume, and then when you're referencing, when you're checking, that's when you crank it up.
Mm-hmm.
You
We'll
know,
do both.
yeah, but you don't want to be mixing cranked all the way up the entire time, because you lose your ears instantly,
Yeah.
and you can't, you just you don't, you're not really hearing what you're hearing.
Yeah, it just for some reason your brain reacts to loud music as like, oh yeah, that sounds awesome.
Give me more of that.
Yeah, for instance, like the album from Metallica, Death Magnetic, like listening to that album low, it sounds like hot garbage. And you turn it up, still doesn't sound great, but it sounds a lot better when it's like bumping. You're like, yeah, all right, I like this. But ear fatigue, Mickey Settlemeyer, and Johnny mentioned it too. If you mix late at night, it's because that's sometimes when I have to do it, and I have to watch myself. I mean, I sent a mix to a band recently, and it was the same type of thing. Like, it was late at night. I wanted to send them something, and right before I've kind of printed the mix, I was like, you know what, man, I think it needs a tiny bit more top end, a little more of that just sheen. And the first note I got in the morning was, dude, the mix sounds awesome, but the top end is just a little bit too bright. And I was like, you just sometimes you can't trust yourself. You can't trust your ears late at night, especially if you've been mixing, for multiple hours in a row. Your just ears,
Yeah,
they just start, falling apart.
yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you so much, Jay. It was great talking to you on this podcast.
Well,
Thank you
thanks
so
for having
much. Oh man, you're welcome. You're welcome, and thanks for tuning in, everybody. And we'll see you guys. See you guys on the next one. All right, I guess that was it.
I guess that was it.
Yeah, I just needed just a few minutes of a podcast. Even though these shows are all supposed to be podcasts, but it's not. When you listen to NPR or whatever. I don't know if you've ever even know what that is. National Public Radio. You listen to what's the big show over there? Jean Biel, are you here? What's the big NPR show where they talk
broadcast television is like the same type of thing
where they talk real mellow. I can't even do it.
Oh man, yeah, I wouldn't, Johnny. If we had to talk like this for like 2 hours, I think not only would the audience fall asleep, but I think I'd have to put a pillow right on my desk, and you know. The end of that one is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do that one again.
I keep forgetting. What is it? Is it
Top left.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Mike Nee says I always fall asleep on the intro of NPR. Isn't that like that ASMR or AR? What's the stuff when people talk and they have like
ASMR?
ASMR? And some people have like those heads with the two microphones in
Yep.
like a microphone in each ear, and they talk. And I'm like, whoa, that don't do
Yeah.
that. That's creepy.
ASMR is big on Twitch as well. I actually follow somebody over there because they were like, do you know Sam Pepper? Sam Pepper was he would go to other channels and he would like troll them like live, and one of these channels they trolled was an ASMR, and I ended up just following them.
You mean Sam Hurd?
No, Pepper.
Okay, because I
No,
didn't know if
Pepper.
maybe that's like a different name for or something.
No, no. But anyway, yeah, ASMR. I mean, that's huge. That's a huge thing. Yeah, it's about sound. It's about relaxation. It's listening to different. It's like somebody like combing like a corn cob or something, you know, or there's hours. Like people do hours and hours of just doing that.
See, to me, that gives me the heebie-jeebies. You know, I'd rather listen to hours and hours of this. Personally, does anybody listen to this show while they're sleeping or going to sleep? You put us on.
Is anybody sleeping right now?
Wake up, go to sleep. Man. Yeah, because I know they're like, like some chicks do that type of stuff, and it's like, to me, even that's kind of weird,
Mm-hmm.
like the blowing in your ear stuff. I'm like, what? All I hear is like, how am I supposed to, we've reached well, this is like a Tuesday night topic. Never mind.
Yeah. Shout out to the sleepers in the chat. Deja Voodoo says.
Yeah.
What? Actually, I had a bass player one years ago that actually he did the music for a national public radio show. I helped him record see now we're cooking with gas, as Ellie says.
Yep.
I remember now. See, now I'm getting these memories. I remember helping record this bass player of this band that we were in. He got a gig doing the music for this radio intro, national NPR thing, and I remember recording him do the song, record the song. And then I think I remember hearing the song like on the radio and being like, yeah, I did that.
I did that. Yo, listen, I did that.
I mean, it's in mono because it's AM, but
Yeah.
but even the mix sounds great in mono. So
that's key. Even though not many people nowadays are listening to cell phones back in the day. X amount of years ago used to be like mono.
Dude, I didn't even know that this stuff's in stereo. I had no clue. I was in the other room watching something on here, and I realized, oh, it's stereo.
Yeah.
Without earphones, just out of here. There's like a speaker on each side or something.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah, these we have the same phone.
The Plus Mega.
Oh no, I don't have the Omega one. Jeannie has the Omega. I have the regular size.
Oh.
Jeannie's is bigger than mine.
Mine's called the Mega Plus or something. The Plus Mega.
Do you have one of those Fruity Loops on the back?
Oh, the pop?
No, not the. Well, there's the pop, and then there's the loop thing. She has the loop so she can like put her finger. Oh my god.
Oh, the thing.
Yeah.
No, I don't have that.
Do you have a pop on yours though?
I've got a pop.
Okay, same idea.
And I've told this story. The cheapest case I could get at Target just happened to be pink. So I got a pink case, and I had to get a pop that matched. And so I got a like the My Little Pony combination here. And so I feel kind of weird sometimes walking around with it because it's,
All you gotta do is do one of these things like my wife's phone. My wife's phone. It's my wife's phone. You just got to do that. You know? Anybody?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not too worried about it now. I mean, it's
Too
great.
Too old to give a crap.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's the other thing too, Cameron. The older you get, you don't care anymore about anything.
Literally anything.
you just want your dinner at a certain time. You want but yeah. Yeah, that's what that old man, I guess, was doing, that was grumbling at Starbucks today because he was old enough to where now I'm not a brony. I'm really not, but it looks like, I mean, I've got the brony phone, I guess. You know what a brony is?
When I found out what a brony was, I was like, they should just send the police to those conventions. Guilty. Put them all in the paddy wagon.
Oh my gosh. What was I saying? I don't know. Man, we talked about a lot of stuff tonight. This is great, man.
Yeah, man. And tonight was literally full blown, like just unscripted. We didn't, usually during the week, I used to take notes and jot stuff down in my little notes app and stuff, but I've become lazy and a little complacent. So now I'll just think during the week, okay, I'll read an article or I'll see, an interview with a band or something, or I'll see a guitar and I'm like, oh, that'd be awesome to talk about. And usually I'll remember like one or two things to talk about. But tonight, I forgot. Like it was, I think almost 6 o'clock tonight. And I turned to Jeannie. I was like, I have a show tonight, and she's like, you're an idiot, because she remembered. I didn't. But tonight was literally like, I did no prep for the show. Guilty over here. But that's the cool thing. Like, dude, you and I can literally get on here and, like we talked about when we were on, the show with,
with Dana, the StreamYard Spotlight show.
Yeah. We kind of talked about that. Like, it helps to have a chat that we have that, brings up cool topics and asks cool questions. But I think even if it was just me and you, we'd be able to just sit here for a couple hours and just, shoot the S.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great. It's awesome. Let's see, where are we? I know it's later where you are. But what? So what's coming up? Tomorrow night, Saturday night with your host John BL. That's always a lot of fun. Maybe we'll get somebody to treat stream.
Well, it can't be.
It won't be you.
No.
Maybe me. I mean, I could. I could. Maybe. Or maybe I'll just eat anyway on the air. I'll go grab whatever, and I'll just because usually when we start a show, I'm like hurrying to be done with dinner.
Yeah.
On Saturday nights. But maybe we should do one where we'll just eat. And that gets the ASMR out of the way too.
Oh God, listen to this 5 or 6 dude. Yeah. That would make for a riveting 3 hours, Well, imagine listening to that back. Not even because when you're watching something, it's a different story. But listening back and not seeing somebody put food in their mouth, but then you're just hearing them chew. I think that's even worse.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. The only chewing I want to hear is from an animal, listening to like a dog eat or listening to Ned crunch, his food or the deer outside or the chickens, listening to animals eat is actually relaxing to me.
Yeah, I could.
Yep. It's cool. I just love animals. They can do anything. Let's see. So Saturday Night Live tomorrow night. Tune in, and then Sunday, I'll be doing, I'm assuming, an 8-hour stream on Twitch. I'm not sure what time I'm going to start. Probably the earlier the better, so I can get it done with. You know.
Mhm.
I think Mancuda said he wanted to be there. Um,
I'll try to
any
jump in for a bit.
anybody, yeah, actually anybody's invited. If anybody in the chat, if you wanna join, make sure to follow me on right there at johnnybeaneTV on there. How long is my arm?
Your third. Oh,
Right there. Follow me. Follow.
follow me.
And 8-hour stream tomorrow. And it's bonus content. It's extra. And like I said, we can do stuff over there we can't do some of these other places. So tune in for that. And then I've got other stuff as well. I've got channel membership streams. Oh, that's what I'm doing tonight. After we're done here, I'm going to head down somewhere, get something to eat, come back here. I'll go live again for the channel members, and you can watch me chew.
Ooh, that sounds. I cannot wait.
So tune in for that. That'll be, I want to say, in maybe an hour from now. We'll do that. Yeah, Cobra Kai. Everybody's invited, man. So okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and thank you. Speaking of channel members, these are the people that actually can watch me eat in about an hour if they choose. So thank you so much. We saw some of them in the chat tonight. I see some of them right now, like Mickey Zettelmeyer and Halface. And Margaret was here tonight. Fruitcake Tony was here. David Ennis, I think. Steve Carmichael. Was he here? There's more. There you go. Thank you so much. And if you push the join button below, and you can join me in 1 hour eating a hamburger. Jeez. And I'll answer any question you want. You can ask me anything you want.
You getting pickles on there?
Yes.
You getting A1 steak sauce on that burger? I'm telling you,
no.
There's something about Five Guys burger.
It turns a hamburger into a steak burger.
Dude, something about a Five Guys burger with A1 steak sauce. And what I usually do is I'll get the pickles on the side as well as the A1.
On the side?
Every bite.
You know what I get on the side? I get the jalapenos on the side.
Oh, are they the actual jalapenos, or are they the banana peppers?
No, the actual the green jalapenos. I get them raw.
So you shooting fire.
I get them raw in a little container. They give you 5 slices. And I might save them for tomorrow night's Saturday night. Maybe I'll save them for tomorrow.
Are they super hot?
Extremely.
Oh man.
Extremely hot. And my mouth is watering now just thinking about those things. They're incredible. Let's see, where are we? Outro for all shows. There we go. All right. Love you all. Love all of you. Jay, love you.
Love you. Love you.
Oh, there's Steve Carmichael. Hey, dude.
Carmichael.
Dude, come back in an hour and you can watch me eat a sandwich. Actually, maybe I'll eat some of those peppers tonight on a channel member stream. Maybe I'll do that.
5 of them at once.
That's an idea. Maybe. All right. Thank you. Leave a thumbs up. Subscribe. We're not going to raid anybody. I don't know if anybody's on, but if you're headed out to another channel, say Johnny Bean Raid in the chat and let us know. All right. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere, Facebook. And see you guys tomorrow. And I'll see some of you in about an hour.